Hi everyone, welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. I'm Lisa. Father's Day is around the corner and I know you're going to need at least one Father's Day card for maybe your husband or your dad or maybe someone who's like a dad to you. So I've got something simple and cute and a little vintagey. Also, while I've got your attention, I want to let you know that I love my online shoppers as much as I love my in-face customers. But I offer my online customers a great rewards program. I've got exclusive deals you won't find anywhere else. Come on over to the stamp table. Let's get started. I'm going to begin by giving you the measurements. You're going to need a half a sheet of very vanilla cardstock, and this is 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to need another piece that measures 2 inches by 4 inches, maybe just a hair under 2 inches. This is the Typeset Designer Series paper, and this measures 2.5 by 5.5. And then from the same Designer Series paper stack, this measures a 1/2 inch by 5.5. Now let me show you how it goes together. Let's start by folding the vanilla cardstock in half. And you know I love to use my bone folder for that. The designer paper is going to go here. Now with all the Stampin' Up! Papers, they are double-sided. This one is very similar on both sides, although the package that it comes in is very assorted. You'll love it. Feels like old book paper, which I love that vintagey feel. So I'm going to go ahead and just hold this here, but I'm also going to start with my crumb cake ink pad. And one of the images from the stamp set, Gorgeous Grunge, probably a staple in my stamp room. Can't live without these little pieces. I'm just using that Gorgeous Grunge just to kind of give me a little bit of a muted, old-fashioned background. I'm actually ready to mount this, so I'm going to use my snail adhesive on the back, and that'll go here at the bottom. The thin piece of designer paper, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of that, and that's going to get mounted right above here. I'm going to make the tag next, and I'm using the Ornate Tag Topper Punch. I'm going to slide this in. I'm right-handed, so that's why I've turned it. Make sure it's all the way to the back, and I'm going to hold it in place and then press. Gotta love that it does all the work for you, huh? I'm going to do my stamping right on top of here. I'm using my Memento ink and the stamp set called Guy Greetings. I love these masculine images, a little bit of everything, some real vintagey things. I love the anchor and words for all kinds of guy themes, even including scrapbook pages. So I'm going to ink up my stamp in the Memento, and I'm going to stamp my shoes over here off to the left side. I'm also using the words from the same stamp set, and I'm going to stamp those here to the side. I'm using a wedge of the Stampin' Sponge and my crumb cake ink, and I'm going to sponge these edges. I just want to antique these up a little bit. Make them look a little worn. I'm going to do the same thing now with the base of my card. I just want to make sure that this all has a similar theme. But let's talk a little bit about the accessories. This is a piece of white jute ribbon, and I've already started to do this so that you could see it on camera. I took the same sponge in the crumb cake, and I've actually sponged color on it because I wanted it a little bit darker. And I took my ribbon scissors and I've just cut off a small section. The great thing about this jute is it has segments of lines, making it really easy to trim. This piece here, I then just cut in half, just visually. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I've done this several ways, but I'll tell you the easiest way is this. I'm going to flip it over and put my dimensionals on the back. So I'm going to put one here and one here. I'm avoiding this area here with the hole, and I'll show you why in just a minute. And I'm going to do the same on these other corners. And my tag is going to go here. Remember these two pieces? I'm going to use some glue dots, and I am going to attach them to the one end of each of my strips. And that is going to go underneath here. Now I'm going to trim those in just a minute. So back with my ribbon scissors, I'm just going to give this a haircut. You don't want this to extend past the parameters of the card, otherwise it's not going to fit in your envelope. I took 9 inches of linen thread and I made a bow. And I'm going to use another glue dot. Now you're going to notice the glue dot is bigger than the center of the knot. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to squish it together so that it's not extending too far. And that is actually going to go here. I'm going to use one of the basic metal buttons. This is the silver, and I'm going to go right over that, just to add a little bit of that grunge look. Nice and simple, huh? But let's finish up this card because Father's Day is coming, and these words are also in that same stamp, Guy Greetings. And I'm going to put that right here on the inside. So now we're all set. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next Monday for another video. Have a great week.